Hi everyone, welcome to the September budget setup. What we're doing today is setting up the budget for the next month of September. I'll be anticipating my expenses for the next month, organizing them into my finance tracker. So here is my monthly overview. I love using this as a way to kind of see where all of my expenses will fall and where my paydays are going to fall as well. I recently started getting a little bit excited, signing up for a little bit too much entertainment. In the next few weeks, you are going to see me cutting back on those. However, for the sake of tracking, I am still going to keep them on this calendar, just so that I can anticipate what potentially could be coming, things that I may have forgotten, but I will be cleaning it up as I go. It's been a while since I've looked at this overview. I eventually get in the groove and forget that this overview exists, but now that I'm kind of edging back into being more diligent for the rest of the year, I'm going to pull out this monthly overview. As you guys can see, in this monthly overview, bill and rent is always my rent is always my biggest expense for the month, for the first week. And you will see this if you follow my channel. You will always see that my first week, it's always boom, $3,000-$4,000, because most of that is being driven by my bills and rent. My rent. Early into the month, the first 2 to 3 weeks, I'm heavy on credit card payments. However, I am almost completely credit card free. So where you're seeing no numbers in these orange categories, this is where I have completely paid off my credit cards. So I'm really excited. I started with about 13 credit cards, and now I only have 2 that I need to finish paying off and 1 that I'm actively using every month. So the bills that I'm going to have is slaying. I've already canceled this, but in case that cancellation does not go through, I'm keeping it in here as something, just to keep in mind here. Disney is $11. Google Ads, this is for Google My Business, it's about $20. My AT&T bill is going to be about $90. Yeah, my AT&T internet went up by about $10. I don't like it, but haven't had the time or the energy to fight that just yet, so we'll leave that where it's at. I do have a Lowe's credit card. So my Lowe's credit card was closed, but I still have to pay into it. I am paying into it slowly, even though I'm incurring interest, because it's not reflecting into my credit score as a liability. So I'm taking my time paying that off. But as soon as I've completed paying the credit cards that are actually showing up on my credit score, I will tackle this card as well. So these 3 credit cards, on the 8th, I have no credit card payments. Knock on wood. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Bills, AT&T. The 3rd week of September, I don't really have anything except for a little Google storage. I get paid this week, which is great, because the week right after, I'm going to have a lot of expenses that will be coming out of my account. So the first, here in a couple of days on the 1st, that paycheck, most of it is going to go towards my rent. But the next paycheck on the 3rd week, most of it is going to go towards my IRS debt, my State Farm insurance. So this State Farm $200 cost includes my car insurance, my renter's insurance, and I have an umbrella policy as well. All of that's covered in that. So for $200, I don't think that's bad at all. Student loan debt is also going to be somewhere. Oh yes, so student loan debt is back. I'm not looking forward to this, but you know what? It's the price we pay. for an education here in America. I think I was pretty smart with mine. It has paid me dividends, so I'm not going to cry over it. But my student loan is going to be somewhere around between the 20th and the 21st. I need to go back to my servicer's account and really button all of that out. So as you can see, the next 2 weeks, it's going to be heavy on a lot of bills that would all be covered by this 3rd week paycheck. On the 24 is a heavy month of bill. Oh, you guys, I just wanted to share this. It's showing here that my auto bill is on the 34. Actually, it's not. So this is a great opportunity for me to fix this. I have changed this so that it shows up on a weekly basis. So now, instead of $650 at the end of the month, I make 4 small payments every week. So I pay $185 every single week. I believe it's $185. Let me double check that to be sure, but I'm positive it's $185. So while I'm double checking that, on the 26th, there's a YouTube TV charge. So all of these charges are gone. So I'm just going to delete these because I no longer have YouTube TV and I no longer have SoCal Gas, because next month my bill for my apartment is going to go up by a little bit, anticipating in my new apartment my gas is going to be included in my monthly bill. That's a way for the company to pocket a little bit of money off of us, but what can you say? $186.43. So I'm going to say 187. I like rounded numbers when I'm posting on the budget tracker. I like rounded numbers. It just makes it a lot easier. And also, Bill's HBO Max is gone. Now, this is what I do not have accounted for here. For those of you who are new, I added an AMC Theater membership. For $25, I can watch up to 12 movies. Do I watch up to 12 movies? No. Most of the time, I'm only watching like 4 or 5 movies per month. But it's there. I also added personal training. So an expense that you'll be seeing on here added somewhere is probably personal training. For $350. This is one of those things where I'm accepting reality. I need somebody to help me get my butt off the couch. And I just need to accept the fact that I cannot do it on my own and that I need somebody else to give me that push, that little push that I need. So personal training is going to be $350 every single month. My student loans, I'm at $500 right now, but it could go as high as $700. We'll see. But this is a good overview of all of my expenses that I will be having for the month. Now, let's go to my budget setup. So to set up my budget for September, I'm going to duplicate my August budget, but my August weekly budget, just because it's easier. And because September, I am going to go ahead and delete I'm going to go ahead and delete everything from August. So everything is at 0. Is it a bit sorry? Doing something different here. You'll see why I'm doing this next week when I start tracking my expenses. You'll see why. Okay, let me put the dates here. September. It's kind of convenient this month because September does fall on a Friday. So technically the first weekly check-in for September is going to be on the 8th. So that would be my first weekly check-in. And now, like when I do my check-in, I add on top here the day when the check-in actually happens. And then after that, it's going to be on the 15th. And then on the 22nd. And then on the 29th. So these are all when my weekly check-ins are going to happen. Now let's start projecting income, okay? Total income, I am going to project 17,400. This is going to be a heavy month of travel. So the 8th through the 15th, I will be home. The 22nd through the 29th, I'm almost exclusively not going to be home. Actually, yeah, so I think even part of the 15th, I will not be home. So from the 15th all the way to the 29th, I will most likely not be home. Auto and transport, 2,000. Let's see where I landed for June. 3,800, yeah. So I changed this to 4,000. That makes more sense. So bills and utilities, 4,000 is starting to make more sense in terms of where I am. Business services, 50 makes sense. Education, 0. Entertainment, 25. I'm going to put 30 now. I do want to keep this because I want to make an effort to be going to the movies more often. Today is, yeah, so I want to make it an effort to be going to the movies more often. Fees and charges, I'm going to reduce this to 300 because by God darn it, after paying off all of these credit cards, I sure do hope that I'm now in that 300 range. Financial, my debt snowball, I'm hoping I'm at 2,000 because I actually, for the month of September, I should be completely done paying off my credit cards. Health and fitness, 400. I'm going to keep it at 400. Actually, let me make it 450 because my personal training is $350 every 4 weeks, not necessarily every month. Home, 100. Personal care, 100. I'm gonna keep personal care at 100. I kind of changed how I'm doing things. Instead of going to the salon to get my nails done, I started doing my own nails at home. I have surprisingly been very diligent at it, so I'm hoping that continues. Tax is 450. Personal travel, 100. I'm gonna make this 250 this time because I'm going to Florida for a work seminar. However, I'm hoping to stay there a couple of extra days to go to Disneyland. Groceries, 400. Dining out, 100. I think I can even make groceries 300 just because I'll be gone. Amazon shopping, I'm gonna keep this where I'm at. I'm hoping not to touch anything in this arena, but you never know with me. Airfare, I'm gonna budget 4,000 just because. And for taxi, I'm gonna budget 750. I'm hoping to use less. Hotels, 2,500. Food and dining, 1,000. Oh no, taxi, sorry, we'll keep that 500. Car rental, 1,000. Yeah, seminars, 1,000. No, I shouldn't be at 1,000 for seminars, so let me make this 150. This is still a lot, But given where I'm going, right? So this event is going to be at Disneyland. I'm going to be going to Florida, to Ohio, to New Jersey. So there will be quite a lot of airfare. Hopefully I won't make it all the way to 4,000, but if I do, this is what I'm looking at right now. So based on this expense, I'm going to have to make sure I do my expense report. So let's put me here at 18,400. So barely leaving me with 320. You always have to be double, triple checking all of your numbers. Always. Always. So this, so at the end, right, as I'm spending X, Y, and Z amount, it should project here what I'm negative. So this right here should match my leftover numbers. Projected difference should be here. So right now everything is reconciled. 18,080. 18,080 is my 18,400 is what I'm expecting as my incoming income for the month. And my expenses are going to be at that projected 1808. And hopefully I can stay within budget or significantly below budget, especially for my travel budget. All right. That is it, you guys. That is the budget setup for the month of September. Thank you so much for joining me for today's budget with me video, and I will see you in the next video. If you have not subscribed, I have so many great videos coming up. Not only am I tracking all of my expenses, but I will also be posting some videos on my mint.com regimen. I'll be posting videos on how to get out of debt quickly by setting up the right infrastructure and having the right mindset. So please do come back for more videos.